Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy King Jacquel Martin back with another episode of Whispering to Your Soul. Look, I got something special for y'all. Y'all didn't know your boy was in the movie Clicker. It came out theaters this Friday, debuted. Ticket sales were already number 15 in America. Y'all make sure y'all go support the movie. Support your boy. I played Master P's bodyguard in the movie. You didn't know you was going to get that exclusive, but right here on Whispering to Your Soul, we work, baby. We work. So, let me tell you about today's guest. He's a professional chef. Yeah, get your eat on, you feel me? Not only that, he is an entrepreneur, a successful brother making his way in Hollywood. Let me introduce y'all to the family, my boy, Mr. Gary Everett Thomas II. What up, my boy?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Yes, sir. Got you on the show. You
Thank
feel
you for
me?
having me, brother.
Yeah, tight vibes, tight
Yes,
vibes.
sir.
So let's get into it. Let's have a little bit of fun. You know what I'm saying? I gave a little Costco sample of who you are.
Yes.
But tell the people what you do. Give them a little breakdown of your bio.
All right. So, as King said, I'm a chef. I'm a private chef. I work for a couple families, family in Beverly Hills. I do a bunch of one-offs. I got some pop-ups going on. But as an entrepreneur, I also have an independent music company called Urban Unity Productions, LLC.
Talk that talk. Say that one more time. What is it? What is it?
Urban Unity Productions, LLC.
Yeah.
And been working with artists all across the United States, building their artistry and all that stuff. I write music, I produce beats. I was at one point in time I was getting into acting. I still want to jump back up into that again.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that. Y'all heard him. He want to jump back into acting. He didn't know your boy is a director. So we gonna see what he gonna really do. We gonna hold him accountable for what he just said. Okay. What else?
Please do. I'm also, I have the Excalibur ones. I design shoes.
Hold up. Did this brother just say he designed his own shoe? Hold up the box. Put the box in the camera. We got to see what we talking about. The Excaliburs, you feel me? Talk to us nice about the shoe that you designed, you know.
These are the Excalibur shoes.
It's all good. It's all
Drop
good.
the shoe.
Yeah.
Fumbling.
It's all good.
These are the Excalibur ones.
Okay.
Let
me get a closer. Let me hold over here so they get a closer
Yes,
of that.
sir.
You feel me? Y'all see the box. Y'all see the design. Y'all see what he doing out here. Okay.
All right. And then on the back, it's got the slogan, live by the sword, die by the sword.
Y'all see the slogan. Y'all see what my man got going on.
All right.
All right.
So it's Italian leather.
Can we see a little bit of the shoe? Little peek, little sneak peek.
Let me see.
Let them know.
Nah, we're gonna wait till they go to the website.
Y'all gotta go to the website. Okay. Let them know. So what's the website? Let's talk about it. What's the website?
All right, so the website is urbanunityproductions.com.
Okay, one more time.
urbanunityproductions.com.
Spell it one more time for the people.
URBANUNITYPRODUCTIONS. urbanunityproductions.com.
That part. You heard me. Yeah, my man had a key little B on y'all. You know what I'm saying? He can spell like that. You feel me? Tight. So let's break this down. Let's go. So you cook.
Yes, sir.
You make music.
Yes,
You have your own shoe.
I do.
And you want to get back into acting.
I do.
So let's roll this all the way back to the beginning. Yo, how did you even fall in love with cooking, brother?
So, I grew up in the South.
Okay. Where you from?
I was born in Gary, Indiana.
Really? That ain't the South.
Well, no. See, the home. Yeah, I was born in the Midwest. I was raised in the South.
I was about to say, because Midwest love, because I'm from Michigan. You know what I'm talking about? Michigan,
know.
Midwest love. You talking about the South, though. All right, now, I'm just
My cousin and I, we call ourselves the Midwest Georgia boys. So,
okay, so talk to me nice. Okay, so you might have been born in Indiana, but you was raised in Georgia?
Raised in Atlanta, Georgia, yes.
Okay, we go give them a pass, y'all. We gonna give them a pass.
But we used to go up north all the time, visit family of their aunties, uncles, granny, great granny.
Okay.
On both sides, and just see family.
Okay.
And so I got to experience like good home cooking, just from a young age. My great granny, she had the in her in her yard. She used to have her own garden.
Okay.
So she grew all her own vegetables, made the fresh preserves.
Yeah.
So that fresh preserves on that hot sourdough toast in the morning.
Look,
with the
yeah,
eggs and the
different.
bacon.
Listen,
and
I'm over here
sausage.
fasting.
And so
I'm over here fasting. You got a brother hungry right now.
You can't bring a chef to the show while you fasting because
Man.
all I'm talking about is food.
You talk your talk, but my discipline is my discipline still. You get to talk that talk, but I'm staying in my discipline.
I respect that. I respect that.
And big shout out to Granny too. Shout out to Granny. Love you. You know what I'm saying? Want to show much love.
Amen.
Yeah. So Granny got you in the kitchen cooking?
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen cooking, learning how to do neck bones, how to do all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid because I love to eat.
Okay.
So loving to eat, I gotta be able to cook for myself, be able to fend for myself.
So when did you know you was really like that? As when it came to cooking, and then what made you want to pursue the journey of becoming a chef?
It's interesting because I used to cook, for myself. Then started cooking for my parents. Started cooking for the families, cooking dinners. As a kid, and I would watch all the cooking shows. My boy Emerald Live, and et cetera. All the greats, and I don't know. I just love food, and just one day I was just like, yeah, I know I'm gonna probably pursue this. Working in restaurants and all that stuff, and just took it one step further and elevated it, and took it on my own, and just started doing them,
Okay. Did you go to culinary art school?
I did not.
Wow. So you just like that, huh?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do any cooking shows, Hell's Kitchen, anything like that? You gonna go for?
You know what? I would like to see if they want me to participate. I would like to see.
Yeah, that's dope.
Or I could just do we could produce you could produce one of my cooking shows.
Hey, and that's around to find out. You know what I'm saying? It can really happen like that for sure. I'm always about getting the extra bag. You know what I'm talking about? And I get some free meals.
Right?
Don't play with me. We can make something happen. You feel me? So you also talked about music.
Yes.
How did you fall in love with music? What was your first love when it came to music?
Man, I think one of the first instruments put in my hand, and I have a picture of it too, is me with a guitar in my hand.
Okay.
As a kid. So
okay.
I put one of the, it was one of those like electric guitars too.
Okay.
It was a toy electric guitar, but it was really smooth. I remember they putting that in my hand, and that was the first instrument they put in my hand. And then I started playing with the keyboard.
Okay.
I'd be in the car, listen to music with my parents and stuff, and I hear the beat. And in my mind, I'm like, I can do this. I know I can make that.
Come on.
I can make that. I can do that. And I remember telling them that in the car. I don't even remember how old I was. I was probably about 7 years old.
Okay.
Saying stuff like that.
Okay.
And I used to play the viola.
Wow. What's the viola? Break it down for people.
It's like a bigger violin, so I was in the orchestra.
Yeah. First chair, second chair, what were you?
I don't even remember. I was
look, he didn't think I knew. He wasn't ready for that question. He didn't know, because here's the thing. He didn't know I used to be in band. He didn't know I used to play the saxophone.
Okay.
I know about first chair, second chair, third chair. Yeah, I know where the lineup is. He wasn't ready for that question. I caught him slipping with that one, y'all. You feel me?
I wasn't in the back.
I was somewhere in the middle getting it again. Yeah. Okay.
But I remember practicing on that all the time. And then I just started asking for different equipment, and then started working so I could buy different equipment. Working with the computers and the DAWs and audio workstations on the computer, and just integrating it like that. I remember I got one of those digital DJX pads as a kid, so I was learning to scratch, and then I was around some people who did DJ and stuff like that too.
So you was DJing a little bit.
I was sampling, learning how to DJ. Yeah.
Okay, if you was DJing a little bit, let me ask you this question we always ask every DJ.
Okay.
What was your DJ name?
I really didn't have one.
That's cool.
I really didn't have one because I was I just went by. Actually, my cousin gave me the stage name Excalibur.
Oh, well, DJ Excalibur. There you go.
Yeah. But I think DJ Excalibur was already taken.
Okay. So might have been. DJ X.
Yeah.
Something. Look. My name in high school when I thought about DJing, because I love dance or whatever else.
Yeah.
It was gonna be DJ fill in the blank.
Okay.
It didn't matter what you called me as long as you called me. That was gonna be my little catch tagline or whatever else. I know y'all gonna try to steal it, so whoever try to steal it, just remember you got it from me first, and give me my credit and give me my 10%. You feel me?
Yep.
Well, that's dope. So music has always been a love for you. What was like your first group that you inspired you, or was like just resonated with your spirit?
Definitely Twister, and Do or Die.
Okay.
Midwest.
Talk your shit.
You know. Common Sense, Nas, Biggie, Pac, obviously. Big influence. Outkast.
Outkast. Shout out to Outkast.
Huge influence for sure. Outkast. Da Brat. Yeah. There's so many artists. Okay. Because I listen to R&B too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of R&B artists that influenced me as well.
Okay. What about beats? What was that first beat that you was like, yo, this is crazy?
Man, it probably was a Timbaland beat.
Okay.
To be honest,
Timbaland go crazy.
But that, man, there was definitely some Outkast beats on that, on some of their older albums.
Okay.
That really stuck with me.
Respect.
And then I listened to a lot of New York stuff too.
Okay.
Because, freestyling.
Yeah. Battle rap and all that. Shout out to Uncle Smack. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of New York, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still watch the URL. You can't copy respect. So shout out to all the battle rappers out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's how my cousin, he used to, come over, or like he called me from Valdosta when he was in Valdosta.
Okay.
And he'd be like, all right, it's time to go in the hyperbolic time chamber. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you get the reference.
You got to lock in. You got to lock in. Look, some of my favorite battle rappers, I like Geechee Gotti, JC, you know what I'm saying? I like Murder Mook. This is like when Mook was the older Mook. Yeah. Not new Mook, but I like old Mook, Tay Rock, you know what I'm saying? What's my boy, Sue Surf, you know what I'm saying? Twerk, you know what I mean? I like a lot of battle rap. I watch it all the time. You got Goods, Loaded Lux, you know what I mean? So I'm deep into the battle rap community. That's my shout out to Jazz, Big Bag Jazz, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm a huge fan of battle rap, you know what I mean? Dope. I think these are some of the best lyricists in the world, the way they put words together. You feel me? That's for real.
That's really how I learned how to get into lyricism. When we were younger, all my older cousins were rapping.
Okay.
And so, I wanted to get in with him,
Yeah.
And so they were battling. They were always battling.
Yeah.
And so that's how Lou was like, you gotta be able to spit these bars. You know what I'm saying? So,
you gotta talk that talk.
But then my cousin on the other side, my cousin Benny, he would always give me books on poetry because he's like, you gotta know how to set it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you're writing and when you're crafting the songs and stuff, you gotta know how to set it up. So he just give me. It was crazy because he would give me books 14th century poetry and prose and all kinds of stuff like that.
Look, that type of stuff, it deepens the knowledge where you can pull from the history and you know what I mean? Big shout out to Eunice. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure I threw the new school people in there, you know what I'm talking about. Back to DNA, you know what I'm talking about. I know my battle rap, I know my stuff, you feel me?
You do.
But I love how at one point in time we weren't allowed to read and write.
Oh yeah.
And now how we've mastered it.
Yeah.
And now how we've taken this thing and created our own language, our own lane. Like, you can't stop what God has for us. And I just want to give big up, us as a people mastering the language and using it to be able to create, because we're creators and we create out of anything. Nothing can stop our creation.
Take whatever, and we just make something, make gold out of it.
Yeah, that type of vibe. So that's why, people be like, well, why you like battle rap so much? I was like, it's not so much two people talking about each other. It's not about the negativity, but it is about the creativity of how they structure it to go about doing it that's masterful. And the way they put words together, you know what I mean? And I think some of that can be lost in the new art, because I feel like music in the 90s or the 80s or 2000s hit different than now. And we have some amazing music now, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, that brings me to a question.
Yes.
What do you think the greatest era of R&B was?
Of R&B?
Yeah. Is it the 80s, 90s, 2000s? Is it right now?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
That's a very difficult question.
Yeah, I gotta put you on the spot. I could answer for you, but I ain't gonna give you my opinion yet. I'll tell you my opinion.
I'm gonna say
the 90s. You right. You right. The 90s is it. You hear me? The 90s R&B was different.
90s R&B was just, it was just incredible.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Silk, shout out to Jodeci,
Yeah.
shout out to Boys the Men, you know what I'm saying? Just shout out to, that era of music where people really talked about love or being in love or what it was like to lose a love and just the storyline and the passion and, like even nowadays, do people even believe in love? You know what I'm saying? Today, is love real or is it just, what they be talking about? I don't even want to go there, but it just seemed like we had more of an essence. Love was a little more present. You know what I mean? Or, I think it's present nowadays, but I just think it's a little manipulated. Just a little bit manipulated. So let's talk about this. What do you want your legacy to be?
Man.
Yeah. We forgot the big questions. Let's bring out some of the big questions.
So, I just recently started a nonprofit organization.
Okay, let's talk about it. What's the name of it?
It's called Unity and Hope Against Hunger Foundation.
Unity and Hope Against Hunger Foundation.
Yes, sir.
Let's get a close up of that real quick. You feel me? Let's get a close up of that. Y'all can scan the QR code. That type vibe. Make sure I'm holding it up straight. You know what I mean? If you need to tap in. Cool. We got that. Let's come out of this real quick. We should be good to go.
So,
we good.
Talk about me cooking and my love for cooking and eating. There's a lot of people that's not eating.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And if they are eating, they're not eating, as good as some of us are.
Yes.
So my idea with the foundation is that we create chef curated meals, some delicious plates, keep them hot, and just bring them to different communities where there are populations of underprivileged persons in need.
I love that, bro. I love that. I honestly was like, we have all these multimillionaires in the world. You know how they got the stores that they got like the Hungry Meals or the Dollar Meals or whatever else, the frozen meals for $1?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, why can't we just take as a collective and just go buy a whole bunch of different meals, even if they're just like the frozen meals, and heat them up and warm them, just go feed the homeless, because everybody deserves a meal.
Yeah.
So the fact that you took an initiative with that and started a nonprofit with that, I personally think that that's beautiful. Giving back is beautiful. Giving back is a blessing, because you never know how life could switch up things and the game can change and you could be that person. Exactly. So you always want to stay humble and just appreciate where you are. And if you're able to be a blessing to someone, be a blessing when you can be a blessing. I think that's really dope.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Well, what inspired that for you want to go down this lane?
Ever since a kid, like my parents are like super giving. They're probably most giving people. They always, like when friends came over, they always like, sit down, have a plate, eat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When we go out to baseball, I'm just remembering one of the first times as a kid going to like a Braves game down in downtown Atlanta.
Okay. Shout out to the Braves.
Yeah.
Go Dodgers, though. Nah. Go Dodgers. You heard. Go Dodgers.
I just remember, walking down the street, my dad, like we see, like, someone on the street just sitting there. My dad would give me money as a kid and say, go hand it to him.
That's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
And so,
shout out to your pops for doing that and sowing that seed. Big shout out to your pops.
And, and then, like, all our old stuff, moms would have us get it together and we put it in bags, put it out front, Salvation Army would come pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, we donate clothes. So we're always just, giving what we can when we could.
Yeah.
And I grew up with that. And so that stayed with me. You know what I mean?
I love that, bro. I love that, bro.
One thing I always do is I keep snacks in my car for my daughter. But I always keep water in my car, because that's one thing everybody needs. Everybody needs water.
Yep.
So if I'm driving around, that's why I told you when I got here, I was like, I water in the car.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep water in the car because, like, if I see someone and they got a sign or anything, I'll put on a window and be like, oh, I might not have no money for you right now, but, take some water, just a couple snacks. You know what I'm saying? So that way,
That's beautiful, bro.
It's something to keep them through, keep them going through the day. But then I was like, man, if I can start this foundation up, get some donations, get some people behind me. There's already like I got a lot of people saying they want to volunteer and help out when everything gets really moving.
Yeah.
I could, we could start something. Something could like really happen from that.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
People can be eating better meals, and so I think that's what I want to leave that behind.
No, I personally think that's amazing. I think that's very important. I think it was very amazing that your father instilled that into you a long time ago, which was powerful, because look at the ripple effects of just that one moment, and now you are going out and you're feeding so many people. So I think that's a blessed moment. And keeping water in your car. We had like the LA fires. I had an incident where I had my son with me and we were going to the gas station, and there was this person that was less fortunate, because I never want to speak negative of anybody,
Right.
who had some conditions going on with themselves, and they wind up lighting the trash can on fire. And we're by a gas station. All it would have took was one amber for life to be different.
Right.
So thank God I had water in the trunk, and I was able to go run to the gas station, I was able to run to the trash can to pour water all over the trash can that this person lit on fire.
Right.
And they were like, well, I lit it on fire because of the maggots and this and that. And I'm like, it's not your trash can to do so, and you did it by a gas station.
Yeah.
Do you know what could have happened if one amber would have hit any of these pumps, and how bad that could have been?
Yeah.
So I was glad I was able to set an example, for my son, of doing the right thing when you can do the right thing without putting yourself at risk at the same time.
Right.
And then still doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? So big kudos to your dad, and I pray that in the future that rubs off on my son, because I'll make him go give back to the homeless, or I'll make him, you know what I'm saying?
It will.
It's not speaking it, but showing the example of it, so that way he can see it. Right. And if you can see it, then you can believe it to be true, and then you can redo it yourself, because you have the example in front of you. So I definitely want to give your father his flowers, because you can see the ripple effects of that one moment that completely shifted your life. And you don't know who you're blessing when you're giving that to. You don't know who that angel is. Yeah. And how that one moment of what you're doing could be a change in their life, change in their situation, for it to be like, hey, someone sees me, someone loves me, I'm still here, I'm still a person. So those beautiful moments are ripple effects that we might not see, but that's okay. But at the end of the day, it could be the wave of change.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. So speaking of that, because I talked about a little bit of conflict, how do you solve problems in your life? Like when you're going through the dark places of your life, or when you're in the struggles of your life, or if you don't mind giving an example of, hey, this is something that I've been through, and this is how I pull myself out of that.
Music is definitely one way that I stay focused and like get through a lot of different things. I guess I got to talk about it.
Please.
There was a situation, and a lot of people in my family already know about this. A lot of friends know, my daughter Leia.
Okay.
She was kept away from me for a while, like she shouldn't have been. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But her yeah.
Sometimes
it happened.
Sometimes there's differences in how people choose to allow fathers to be in their kids' life.
Yeah.
I'm a person who's going through that myself.
I fought through many court dates. At one point in time, I won sole custody, and had sole custody of my daughter. Then her and the attorney she was working with, they moved counties, refiled everything we had just finished debating in another county, and they refiled it in another county under the guise of a DV order.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to relitigate that whole thing again.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was fighting again. But ultimately, I see my daughter. My daughter loves me. I just, problem solving. I study a lot. I had a few attorneys, but attorneys get expensive, and then like
Hey man, they do.
and then some of the ways that the case is handled, I had a different idea of how I wanted to handle it.
Okay.
So I learned how to draft court documents. I could make my own templates for court documents.
Yeah.
I was writing my own declarations and following my own paperwork and doing all that stuff, going to court, showing up.
They save you a lot of bread when you know how to do that.
Yeah, and out of that though, I ended up helping a few people through me going through that.
Hold on. What you're not gonna do is throw that out there and act like I'm not gonna say, nigga, that's a bar. Because sometimes you gotta go through this dark place, and when you come out of it, you're able to be a blessing to so many other people that are in that darkness.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are specifically chosen for that moment, and you might not understand the why, but once you get through that moment, the why will show up right in your face. Because if you would have never done that, so many other people in those situations would still be lost and confused.
Yes.
But because you became the lighthouse to all the lost boats at sea, you had a purpose of being in that dark place, so that way you could bless somebody else.
Amen.
You feel me? But when we're in the dark place, it don't feel like that. Because I done, you feel me? You feel me? Because I done been through it. I'm like, God, me and God have had some boxing matches that I done lost every time. That don't mean I ain't swinging, but I get a greater understanding on the other side, and I'll be like, man, I didn't know you had all this. I didn't know you had all this for me, bro.
And you know what? Like, when I went through that and got to the understanding, it was kind of amazing, and at the same time, I'm thankful that I was able to help some of the people I did. I don't know if he wants me to speak about it, but I will.
You ain't gotta say no names. It's cool.
My brother, my not my blood brother, but my
One of your brothers.
bro, one of my
All
brothers.
good.
You know what I mean? But that's my bro. He was going through some stuff. He was up in Washington, and he was dealing with
State?
Washington State.
Okay. Yeah, I used to live out there.
And he was dealing with a lady out there. They had a child. He ended up taking her over to North Carolina. He had her for a little while. She called him, said she's coming to North Carolina. She's trying to, mend things, yada yada yada. That ended up being a trick. And she put the old switcheroo on him. And she ran off with his daughter. Same shit. Oh, I don't know if we can cuss.
You good.
Same shit that happened similar to me. Not the same way, but similar.
Principles are the same.
He's in North Carolina. I don't know nothing about North Carolina law.
Totally different, bro.
Each
state has their... Listen, if you don't know, you're not a parent or you're a dad and you're fighting to try to get your kid, you need to know this. Each state has its own law and its own different rules when it comes to custody of your child.
It does.
Each fight is totally different, so you need to continue to educate yourself to put yourself in a better situation. And this is for my ladies. First of all, ladies, thank you because you guys have been amazing. And we couldn't have children without you.
Amen.
But what I will say is this. Every dad is not a deadbeat dad. You do have some amazing men out there that want to be in their children's life, and sometimes your emotion blocks the opportunity of the success for the father to be in the child's life. And sometimes good men go through crazy amounts of loops and hoops and everything just to be in their kid's life, just for you to block the blessing. And you think that you're hurting the man because it's your way of getting back at the man because you guys are no longer together. So you can't hurt him that way, so you weaponize your child. But the truth is, when you do those type of things, your kid is sitting there recording all of it, and your kid is receiving all the damage. And this is for both parties. Bro, men and women, when we argue in front of our kids, it creates conflict, and they record it and they see it. And then they grow up in a toxic environment, and then you wonder why sometimes your kids turn out toxic. Well, the fruit didn't fall that far from the tree. And if you don't want that, then we need to learn how to have healthier conversations. Not just men, not just women, but both parties need to learn how to have healthier conversations so that way you can produce a healthier fruit. Sometimes a I'm sorry go a long way. Sometimes forgiveness go a long way. Sometimes just working on getting some type of understanding and not trying to heal the other person, but creating your own healing.
Yes.
So that way you guys can have a mutual circumstance, and then sometimes you just in some shit. Let's just keep it 100.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just is what it is, but it's only that way depending on how you choose to show up to it. You got to figure out different ways to get creative to how you choose to show up in your problems. Because when you show up differently, the problem's already different.
Yep.
Because you just decided to be different in the problem.
Yep. And
you didn't let people just poke your easy button. Because at the end of the day, man, we just hurting our kids. And I'm saying that from experience because, I'm fighting the same battle. I would love for my little dude to be here. I would love to have a relationship with my oldest. You feel me? But circumstances in life, and men, don't let any circumstance in life stop your fight to be where you want to be in your kid's life.
Right.
Because sometimes you get tired, bro. You get weary, bro. You be ready to give up, bro.
Nah, I couldn't give up. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I don't know. Man, I was fighting.
Yeah, bro.
And so I was working in security. I was working overnights. I was doing the driving.
Yeah.
Overnight, like from 7 p.m. to like 7 a.m. in the morning.
I know. I still do security right now. You do, man.
And my buddy in North Carolina, 3 hours time difference.
Yeah.
He hit me up. He was telling me everything that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is what you got to do. Boom, 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 boom. He didn't have a car at the time either, which made everything a little bit more difficult. So he had to hop on the bus, get to the library, boom, print the stuff out. Then get back on the bus, get to the courthouse, file the stuff. Oh, that wasn't it. Oh, you got to do some more. Boom, get back on the bus, hit the library. Get back to the police station, get the police reports. Get back to the library, print some more stuff out and I'm over here on my laptop.
Yeah.
Typing stuff up. I'm researching North Carolina law, researching the courthouse that he's in, so I can make sure that everything is right. You know what I'm saying? So it looks right when he puts it in front of the judge. How about he got granted sole custody of his daughter?
Wow. And here's the funny thing about sole custody, right? For me, I wouldn't even treat you how you treated me when I get the custody.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never stop you from... I would give you the grace that you wasn't willing to give me. Mm-hmm. Tip, you already know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing to put you on blast or to try to say something demeaning towards you. You've done an amazing job. But what I will say is, when I do get custody, because one day that's going to happen, I will give you the grace that you didn't give me. Because I won't let how you acted towards me change who I am.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Let me say that one more time. I'm going to give you the grace that you wouldn't give me because your actions and how you move do not get to dictate my actions and how I move because I choose to create a better, not perfect, but a better, healthier environment because at the end of the day, we want our seed to be fruitful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, that type vibe, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as a father, I go through that because sometimes we always talk about the mother's love. It's society, too.
Yeah.
Let me throw this out there, society. It's crazy how there's a huge difference between Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Yeah.
You know, on Mother's Day, you got the store set up, you got the candy, you got everything out there. Father's Day just be,
Did you go to...
What,
No.
you feel me, Dad? I got a picture for us. So, you know what I'm saying? Society really don't show fathers no love. But let me tell y'all something. A father's love is just as important as a mother's love.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I feel like the balance of both is how we get back to a healthier environment, a healthier thing for human beings to be able to learn how to love, walk, forgive. And I feel like because we're out of balance when it comes to raising kids or kids raising kids, or there's one person... Chris Rock said this is so dope. He says in a relationship, 2 people can move a couch easily. Yeah. But one person, it's a lot harder. Well, all I'm saying is that sometimes our kids grow up out of balance because it's not growing up with two parents, and you don't have to be in the same household, but you should have they shouldn't have to fight or beg for the privilege to speak to the other half.
Yeah.
I think we got to do better as that as people and remove emotions out the way so our kids can have the yin and the yang so they can be balanced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In healthy situations where now you do have some people that ain't shit, you know, that need work or that don't want nothing to do with their kids. Or, you know what I'm saying? So that's a reality. So I'm not going to act like that, but I'm just talking about for the dads that actually really want to do the right thing, that really want to show up, that really want to be a part, that really do their part. You feel me?
Right.
That's different. And good dads shouldn't have to pay for deadbeat fathers who don't want to do the right thing,
right,
or deadbeat mothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a two-way street. So, and that has nothing to do with race, because you can find that in any race. So please don't let people try to do the black highlight like all black men are bad fathers.
Right.
You got some amazing black fathers out here. And culturalistically, you can find any bad father in any culture, so we're not going to play the race card at all. We're going to break beyond that barrier and just say, as a people, we need to do better.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. So, you was also talking about, before we start talking about kids, about your problem-solving skills, and you said you did it with music. You
Yes.
know what I mean? And do you put your problems into your music?
Sometimes I'll write some lyrics and just invent.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll restructure it and turn it into something that makes sense to
Yeah.
everybody to listen to.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, problems are relatable.
Yeah.
We all go through some stuff. You know what I mean? Perfect example was Eminem. When Eminem first came out,
Yeah.
Eminem was talking crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "What the hell? What is this? What did he just say?" But it's funny how many people actually feel that way.
Yeah.
And I did another episode, and I was just talking about a puzzle. And I said, puzzles represent broken pieces. But the value of the puzzle is in the broken pieces, because when you put all these broken pieces together, you see this one beautiful picture.
Yep.
And when you finally get to seeing the beautiful picture, you can see the value of the puzzle. So instead of running from our brokenness, we need to learn that love, mercy, and forgiveness is the glue to put all these pieces back together so we can actually see the value of who we are and what we are. And if we're not afraid to showcase our vulnerableness in our brokenness, then we can actually see how valuable we really are. You know what I'm saying? And what we've overcome. Because I'll tell you right now, y'all, thank God, thank God, I don't look like what I've been through.
Amen.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I feel that. Thank God.
Bro, because it's...
Man, I
man,
feel that.
sheesh.
Man.
You hear me?
I look like what I've been through, man.
Boy. Because those stories... Listen, the reason... Let me give y'all a gem right here. The reason why you see us shining the way we shining right now is because of what we've been through.
Yes.
You feel me? That light, that joy, and everything that we've been through will actually polish what you see today. You know what I'm talking about? You know, so I just wanted to put that out there in the world, you know. So when you make music, what do you want your audience to take away from your music? How do you want to create an impact on them?
I don't know, because I do so much random stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want them to receive it. If they like it, they like it.
Yeah.
If they don't, that's okay too. You know what I mean? If people don't like it, that's okay.
No, that's a great answer.
You know what I mean? But if they love it, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate when people send me and tell me like, "Oh, your music is good. You know, I like what you're doing."
Yeah.
I love that. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love when people tell me that. But you know, there's also been some people throughout, like, coming up and doing what I'm doing. Like, people say, "Oh, your music is shit. It's trash." You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you know, just gotta brush that off. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't really matter. That's just somebody's opinion.
Yeah.
I've gone to restaurants and been like, this food is trash, but there's 100 people in the restaurant eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they like it.
Come on, talk about it.
You know what I mean?
Look,
So,
you cooking right now. You cooking right now. Yeah.
So, you know, get out of my ego and just keep creating.
First of all, that's another bar. He said sometimes you gotta be willing to get out of your ego. Wow, that's boy. Yeah, you gotta get out of your ego. My mentor says ego stands for edging God out. When did you think you became all of that? When did you become so high and mighty?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And you got to get out your ego, because there's a difference between having an ego and being confident.
Yes.
Huge difference. Being confident, you are sure who you are. You don't have to knock someone else down to
Right.
be where you are. But when you have an ego, you have to demean and knock people down and this and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
In order to uplift yourself, there's a huge difference. So I'm not saying don't be confident, but you got to understand the difference between ego and confidence. For sure.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. So in your entrepreneurial bag, what made you want to be an entrepreneur? You know what I mean? What was your inspiring factor with that?
Since I was a kid, I think I've been an entrepreneur.
Okay. Talk.
I've always been creative.
Yeah.
So I used to draw and all that stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes I didn't have ice cream money when I went to school as a kid. But I knew some of the kids did have ice cream money. So I'd be like, what's your favorite character? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, you want Wolverine? I'll draw Wolverine up for you real quick, but that's going to be about $3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exchange. I
Boy.
got ice cream money, though.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I was hustling, man. I used to sell suckers, candy, whatever I had to do. Play tetherball, gamble, play sports, beat you on the football field, basketball, whatever I had to do. You want to race? You feel me? Oh, you don't think I can do double dutch? Well, man, I used to do everything that I needed to do because I came from nothing. But man, when you look around, bro, man, I'm so grateful, bro. God, you're so good. This don't look nothing like Benton Harbor, Michigan. You feel me? So life is good because I chose to accept the challenge. You feel me? I chose to. It's like, remember 007, Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Do you choose to accept this assignment?
Yep.
So, let me ask y'all something, right? If you're the star actor in your movie, and it's 007, do you choose to accept your assignment of your purpose? Or do you run from it? Because there's a price to pay either way, because when you choose to accept the assignment, you got to go through the hardships of the assignment. But the blessing of doing and becoming everything that you could have been hits different. Or do you choose to deny your assignment, and then you wonder why you're stuck, and you wonder why you can't grow, and you wonder why you ain't becoming everything that you know you could have been? See, that's why they say faith without work is dead. Are you doing the work to accept your assignment, to fulfill your purpose, or are you running from your calling? Well, what is my calling? Your talents, your gifts, everything that your friends have been telling you that you've been good at since birth, everything that comes natural, things that you don't even have to think about, that you could just do with a think of a moment, or the things that people try to rob you of your creativity, that they lie to you about, that every time you're doing good, somebody tries to set you up. Well, why do they try to set you up and knock you back down? Have you ever thought about this? See how amazing you are, but you don't see yourself? Have you ever thought about that you might not fall back in love with yourself, but you need to fall back in love with you so that way you can produce everything that you could have always been since the day you were born? The question is, how long have you been distracted? And when you stop being distracted, will you go ahead and start focusing on becoming everything that you should have been? Or are you too busy trying to run somebody else's race? Are you too busy being envious of your friends? Are you too busy listening to the haters? When was the last time you really had a conversation with you and fell back in love with you so that way you could be everything that you're supposed to be? Will you accept your assignment? You know.
Yes, sir.
You know, we gotta cook a little.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You feel me? We gotta cook a little bit.
Yeah.
And so the beautiful thing about you accepting your assignment, is look at how many people you can bless now. Look how many water bottles you can give to somebody who ain't had water, somebody who ain't had food. Look at your nonprofit and how many people you're blessing. See, now your cup is full. That's the beautiful thing about accepting your assignment. Yeah. You fill your cup. And now that your cup is full, you can bless people with the overflow. It's okay, I'm doing too much. Yes, I'm showing out. I'm doing too much.
And you know I'm an Aquarius, so I'm just pouring water over everybody.
Come on, you feel me?
Man.
First of all, I just want to commend you on the person that you are. I want to commend you on accepting your assignment. I want to commend you for being obedient. I want to commend you for starting your nonprofit because people need you, bro. But if you don't show up for you, you can't show up for nobody else. Yeah. And the fact that you've been showing up for you, you positioned yourself to be in a position to be able to bless someone else, even if it's something minute. All that Afeni, Shakur's mother, Tupac's mom said, I just want to be the spark to the flame of change. No, how'd it go? How'd that quote go? I just want to be the spark to the flame of change. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the quote. I just want to be the spark. I don't have to be the fire. I don't have to be the flame. But if I could just be the spark to ignite Man, that's how legacies are built and remembered, because there's been someone in your life that might have done something so minute by just saying, "Hey, your food is amazing," that inspired you to want to go to school. Hey, bro, you are a track star, and I see the potential. Me? Sometimes people see you when you don't see yourself. Have you ever had someone in your life that just said something to you that changed the course of your life, or just made you believe even more than you've ever believed in your life? You know what I mean?
There's been a couple people, yeah.
You know. Well, let me ask you, who were they, and what did they say, and how did it change your life?
Ah, man.
Just a small Costco sample.
I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go way back.
Go back, way back in the time. If y'all know, y'all know.
There's an art teacher in 5th grade.
Shout out to your art teacher in the 5th grade.
Yeah, I wish I remember her name.
It's all good.
Man.
She know who she is.
Yeah, she does. And I had painted something, and it got put into one of the exhibits at one of the museums.
Okay.
So a lot of people got to see it.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, she presented me with an award.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of art tools.
Yeah.
And she did a speech, and it was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It felt good. It's just weird because in my memory, I remember just like it's in movie mode, because like it's like everything went dark. Like, because we're in a dark room, I guess.
Yeah.
But everything was like dark, but like the light was around her, and she was like giving this speech, and then talking about me about it. And then I walked up and I got the award. So that was something that
Yeah.
sparked me and changed. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's one of those memories that like stuck for real. Like,
and that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. All it takes is one moment for things to be different in your life. And all it takes is for you to get one thing right, for your life to be different, for your bank to be different. Just one moment. You might be here, you might be struggling, you might not see a way out, but I'm here to tell you all it takes is just one moment. One right yes. You feel me? One right no. Because sometimes I got to be honest with you. I got to say, man, God, thank you for not giving me what I thought I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought I wanted to talk to this person, or I thought I wanted this job, or I thought I wanted that. And then when you look over and you see what that really is, right. Oh, Lord, thank you from saving me from myself. Because I thought I wanted that demon, but no, thank you. Because there's a lot of pretty demons running around, you feel me?
Yes,
but thank you from saving me from me, or the job, because now I'm doing something that I love, that I wake up and you know that you're in your purpose when you just wake up and you love to do what you do.
Yeah.
Like one moment, bro, I was just on the red carpet. Shout out to everybody in Clicker. You know me? Shout out to the movie, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as we was done with the red carpet, and as soon as we was done with the after party, guess what I went back to? Security.
Okay.
Right back to the parking lot. You feel me? Doing security. Right back to doing the podcast. Right back. Because here's the thing, bro. The things that you can do in private, you can't ask for something in public if you're not willing to put the work in private.
Yes.
You can't ask for something in public if you're not willing to put the work in private. So the reason why I have Whisper to Your Soul, because I practice in private. And so now I can shout it out in public. You feel me? Because I've been doing this for so long. And the same thing with you. People might see the results of your cooking. People might see the results, but you've been doing this way before anybody. When you was feeding your mama, your brother, your sister, and everyone else, and you was testing things out, and you were watching the shows. There was a track record or history of you putting in the work in order to be the chef you are today.
Correct.
There's a track record of your trust for people to put you in a position to have the nonprofit today. There's a track record of you doing music and everything before where you are today. And that's the reason why I wanted to start the show, because a lot of times people see where you are, but they don't know the race that you've been running, and how long you've been running, and how many times you were told no, or how many times you failed, or how many times somebody said you sucked. You know what I mean?
Right.
Last thing for me, y'all, thank your haters. Sound crazy, right? The reason why I say you should thank your haters is because two things can happen. Either you can let it destroy you, or you can let it motivate you. Because you'll never be able to talk about me like that again. You feel me? I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you for showing me something that was in my blind spot that I might not see. Sometimes you gotta just let it run with water off your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But ooh, you might be right about that. That'll be the last time. You feel me?
Yep.
Because I believe sometimes love can make you comfortable, but hate you'll make you say, I'll never feel that way again. And you'll go further than where you've ever been because you never want to struggle like you struggled before.
Yep.
I know what I look like back there in my history, in my timeline of life. And I never want that. So in order for me not to have that, I got to continue to bust my butt. Because I remember what it was like to sleep in my car. I remember what it was like not to have. I remember what it was like to be in the army, sleeping in the field, in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying, sleeping in a hole in the ground. I remember what that was like. So if I don't want that, then what am I willing to do the right way to get this?
Yep.
You feel me? So, yeah, you know. You got anything? Oh, last question for you.
Yep.
What would you tell your younger self?
Man, I just tell him, keep going, brother. Keep going. You know what I mean? Maybe save a little bit more money. Don't spend it like you spent it.
Yeah, man. You might not need that game.
Yeah. But yeah, keep going, because, you know, we're doing what we want to do now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, and it's a privilege to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, King, what are you talking about? Well, you know how many people in the graveyard and they can't keep going?
Right.
In this opportunity that we have. So if you're above ground right now, you have your health and everything else, that is a privilege to keep going. That is a blessing. That is, say thank you for your problems. Don't just celebrate when you win. Be grateful for your problems because somebody wished they was alive to have your type of problems.
Amen.
Yeah. So, Chef, you got any final words for the people?
I'm not sure what you want me to tell them. I don't know.
Nah, anything. I mean, anything. If there's anything, what's the misconception about you?
A misconception about
Yeah,
me?
that's a good question. What's the
Wow, that is an
misconception?
interesting question. Sometimes when I'm not dressed like this, people assume certain things. They don't really know.
What you think they assume? Come on. Come on, get it to you, bro. Come on, bro. Talk that talk. Come on. Don't hold back.
No, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
When I'm not dressed like this,
Yeah.
people assume that, like, I might be trying to, like, attack them or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the stereotypes.
He's black.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly.
I'll say it because he don't want to say it.
I don't wanna
He's
say it.
black. He's a negroid.
And it's like, it's interesting. It's interesting the difference.
When you just like, well, you don't look like the rest of them.
Right. He's different. He's got. But I still talk the same way. I still articulate all my words. You know what I'm saying? I still am a business person. I still am the same person, just in different clothes because, you know, sometimes I want to dress comfortable. Sometimes I don't want to be.
Sometimes you want to just be you.
You know, something. Yeah, just chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, like, I like both. You know, I wear whatever. You know, but whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, sometimes that is, and then you know, people don't like. You know,
I get it, man.
I'm not trying. I'm
Nah, it is what it is. You got to say it like it is.
Like I did an IQ test the other day. It was like 2 a.m. I had just got off work. I was half asleep. Okay. I still scored over 130 on it.
Hey. Talk your talk.
So, you know, people judge, like, I guess sometimes they misjudge me. They think I'm.
Of course, they read the book by its cover.
By its cover sometimes. And,
yeah.
You know, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, you know, I don't know.
Nah, it is what it is. Look, let me tell you something. I do security, right?
Yeah.
And people misjudge you because they think that's all you do.
Right.
And so, all of a sudden, when they go on your Instagram and they see you on the red carpet or they see your movie out, they see this.
Right.
Oh my God! And all of a sudden people want to act brand new. Don't treat me like the security guard you thought I was. You feel me?
Yeah.
Treat me, because here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, can I give y'all a secret? I'm going to give y'all a secret. Stop just treating people by their title. Treat people by people. And when you stop treating people by their title and you start treating people like they're people because it's just the right thing to do, more doors and more blessings are open for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the South. I say hi to everybody.
Yeah, type vibe.
Sometimes people don't say hi back.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And it's just like, all right, that's cool.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay, you know.
Can't steal my joy.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's weird.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah. Look, I went from security to clicker, From clicker back to security.
Yes, sir.
But I'm still me.
Right.
Because the jobs that I'm doing don't get to define me. I define me.
Yes.
You feel me? And so the funny thing is I appreciate y'all treating me how you treat me. I appreciate it. Because what you don't know, you don't know. Mm-hmm. And when you do know, it's cool that you know, but I still got to continue being me. And I won't let no one and how they treat me or their words dictate who I choose to be.
Right.
The key word is choose to be. You feel me? And you could say a lot of things, but if faith without work is dead. If you're not putting in the work for it to happen, then why would you expect for it to happen?
Right.
And if you're not willing to adapt or make changes, why would you expect different results? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting change. Well, if you want different in your life, do you show up different? Are you making the adjustments? Are you strengthening your weaknesses? So you are where you are right now in life because that's where you're supposed to be. Well, King, what does that mean? Look at all your decisions of yesterday. Because if you don't like your today, then you might want to start changing your decisions. So that way you can get a different effect.
Right.
If you're blessed to see tomorrow.
Amen.
That's all. You know,
It's all about choices.
That's all it is.
Yep.
Listen, man, that's our show. It's your boy King Jaquel Martin, and I'm here with my brothers.
GaryEverettThomasII.
Yeah, feel me? I just wanted him to do his own. Mr.
AKA
Gary.
Chef, AKA Excalibur.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where can they find you? What's your social media? Drop your social on them.
Socials. Instagram at Urban Unity Productions. Another Instagram at Chef. Is it at Chef Gary? I think it's
Y'all hit him on Urban.
Yeah, Chef Gary Everett Thomas II. It might be Chef Gary. Actually, just Google Chef Gary Thomas II.
Y'all see him look at the
And
cheat sheet?
then-
Y'all saw him look at the cheat sheet?
Yeah, just Google that. And hopefully the SEO is working and it just should all pop up.
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful. Or
If not, y'all
type
just
Urban
find them on.
Unity
Y'all
Productions.
find them on Urban Productions on
Yes,
IG. You feel me?
Yep.
And it's your boy King Jaquel Martin. That's KingJaquelMartin. Or you can check out the show at Whispering to Your Soul. That's Whispering to Your Soul. You feel me? We back with another, and y'all make sure y'all go see the movie Clicker.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Right now, we're ranked number 15 in America in ticket sales. Y'all need y'all to help us get to top 10. We making moves. We doing our thing. And let me tell you something. I'm only in 3 scenes. Yeah, I got lines. I play Irvin. I play Master P's bodyguard. But I'm so excited because I know that it's going to open up so many doors. So big shout out to Michael. Big shout out to Jimmy. Big shout out to Sean. Big shout out to Skeeter for even blessing me with the opportunity. Because if you're not grateful for the little things, bro, you can't expect big things. And if you don't give your best in the little things, how can someone trust you in the big things? So I'm telling you right now, I'm so grateful to you gentlemen for letting me be a part of Clicker and making my dreams come true, because I just used to be a little nappy-headed boy in the hood who never thought that I would be in this position. And I'm so grateful that y'all gave me a reality to be a part of Clicker, bro. You feel me? So, hey, I want y'all to get familiar with our family. So y'all join our Clicker so we can join y'all Clicker so we can be one big Clicker together. Go support the movie and show love. Clicker out. You feel me?
And King, can I give I really, when you asked me earlier,
Yeah.
I should have said it. I need to give a big shout out to Master P.
Yes.
First of all.
Please do. Big shout out to Big
shout out
Bro, Master P, the man,
sir.
the GOAT, entrepreneur, the legend.
That is definitely one of the people that inspired me for sure.
Yes, sir.
And anybody who knows me when I was a teenager, they're gonna tell you I used to have a goal.
Not the no limit
I
chain.
had the goal, no limit
Not
tank.
the low limit
Yes,
tank.
I did. I had the goal, no limit
Yeah.
tank. I had the little diamond at the top of the
Yeah.
where the thing come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the low limit tank. Big
Yeah.
shout out to Big Bro,
shout out
Master
to
P.
Master P. Big
Listen,
shout out
man.
to No Limit. For
Big
sure.
shout out to Low. Listen, Master P is so dope, bro.
Yeah.
So humble, so talented, so amazing to work with. Bro, he has deserved, like, he's a living legend for a reason.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's an entrepreneur who created so many, he is a trailblazer, bro.
First rapper who got cereal in the store.
Come on, bro.
man.
Like Big shout out to P, his family, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that he's inspired. I just want to give you your flowers and your roses. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. It was dope working with you on Clicker for sure, for sure. But, you know, I definitely want to say big shout out to Jimmy. Big shout out to Michael. Big shout out to Skeeter. Big shout out to Sean. Big shout out to the cast and crew on Clicker. Y'all make sure y'all go support Clicker. Y'all go make sure y'all support this movie. You hear me? Go with the theaters right now because it's playing in every theater right now. Go watch Clicker. You feel me? Because I'm about to click this episode because it's over. You
All right.